Hi. Happy Tuesday. It's February 10th, and I am within spitting distance of my 50th trip around the sun. Do you ever find yourself realizing you're not running away from something? You're running it down. Yeah, I was on my treadmill just a little bit ago. I need to shower. But I was thinking about this whole concept of invincibility, being invincible, and I don't know. So the thing is, right, statistically, I fall into a particular category that probably shouldn't still be here. With everything. The recent past even doesn't even, right? Some of you, if you've been here before and you sat in on a conversation, you'd know that, what was it, in 2014, I had a spinal fusion, which was probably the least difficult part of that whole mess. There was at least 6 years where there was daily prescription, daily, all kinds. The worst kind, the ones, the opiates that you can, the hardest hitting ones for a long time. I was only about in the middle of that 6 year trek that I finally had surgery. And by that point, the disc had completely collapsed and there were bone spurs on the vertebrae and whatever else. Anyway, it was about 2017 I kicked that. I walked away from that. I did that alone. I did that without physicians, without other medication. It was very difficult. That's not my recommendation to other human beings. I think you should ask for help if you need it. I'm not sure my body would survive it a second time. I think that there's actual physiological damage that took place. My heart sometimes does weird shit. Anyway, how long ago was it that I started the joggos? I started jogging on this treadmill that my husband bartered for, picked one up so I could start walking. It was several years ago now, 5, 6. And I started walking 1 mile an hour for 10 minutes. That's the pace I would go. And then that progressed to a whole episode of Bake Off. I set the treadmill up in the living room and I just walked in front of the TV. I now have it in a different room, so it's out of the way, but it's accessible. And so therefore I will use it, right? That's one of the biggest hurdles to any endeavor in life is, just is it accessible to me? Can I use that? And since I live way up north, our winters are shit, and I don't know, man, pedestrian-friendly cities are rare anymore, few and far between, so, I don't really feel like getting hit by a car, so never mind everything else. Where am I going with this? Did I mention? I'm going to be 50. And to me, that's, I win. That's what that means to me. And then I want to do another 40. I think we could do that easily. So what was I going to say about it? I don't, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. You have these weird ass moments where you have like this profound light bulb that pops off and you're like, oh, I have something to say. And I'm sure somebody in the world wants to hear me say it. Probably not. Anyway. Yeah, 6 years. I was thinking about the weeks that it took to come off of that. Weeks. And then months of just other stuff. Several weeks to get it out of my body, where it was easily the hardest, most painful thing I've ever had to experience. It's very difficult. I don't know, you get this weird ass sense of, man, if I can do that, I can do just about anything. So I want to try and run a marathon for this particular year because of this particular birthday. I thought I'm going to do that, but I kind of fell off the wagon after November 2024 because the anxiety gets nuts. I had to step away from a few things and just focus on putting calories in my body and calming my mind. I had to leave Discord groups. Dude, this shit was making me manic. You know what I mean? Like I can't sleep. My eyes are bugging out of my head. It's a, it's a weird juicy drug too, So it's no good for you. It'll rewire your brain. Anyway, but it's possible. You can do it. I don't know. You kick some hard ass shit, man, and everything becomes, well, shit, I can do that, right? Like if I can kick that, I can, what do you got to throw at me? I'm going to run it down. What am I trying to say? All that has taught me. We're still here. Me, you. And I don't want to talk about the everything else in the world because, we're in a mess. We're in a mess. But I think there's a way through. And is the other side messier? Probably. It's going to take a lot of work. That's if we even get to a semblance of, everybody gets to vote and all our votes are counted and nobody, takes any more of our liberties away from us than they already have. But we have to fight against that. We have to fight against that. And I'm telling you, man, if I can kick dope, then everybody else on this planet, because I'm not made out of anything special, nothing. I'm the same meat bag as everybody else. I'm telling you, we can do big things. We can do hard things. I just want you to remember that. Yeah, and I'm not ashamed of it or anything like that. You know what I mean? I just don't. It was a while ago. I'm beyond that now. So, but I'm generally an open book otherwise. Like you can ask me whatever you want. I don't care. I personally, right? Like I'm not going to come out here and tell you like my blood type on YouTube, but as just a normal human being, if we sit down in a private chat, I don't have a problem with it. Anyway, I don't know, where am I going with that? That's kind of a long-winded nothing, just a few minutes of, hey, how are you doing? Hang in there. If you're feeling squirrely, make your body sweat. It's a beautiful day outside. There have been geese flying over like mad, which I still think is too early, but dude, I trust the geese more than I trust some rodent in Pennsylvania. Spring is right here. It's at our doorstep. That doesn't mean it won't freeze overnight. It will. But shit, man. You know what'll happen is the trees will start to bud and then we'll get a freeze or something and then stuff will die. Or, you know what I mean? Plants. What do they call those herbaceous perennials? Because it'll get warm and they'll start to sprout and then it'll snow and then they'll die. But it'll be all right. We're going to take it as it comes. So anyway, you have a good week. And I'll see you later.